Now to the suspected Chinese spy balloon that raised tensions between the U.S. and China. An Air Force fighter jet shot down the balloon off the South Carolina coast on Saturday, and a recovery operation is underway. This morning, China said the U.S. hyped up the incident on purpose. The U.S. says the balloon flight was a clear violation of international law. Nancy Cordes is at the White House this morning, where officials are defending their response. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, David. Yeah, the White House has been strenuously arguing all weekend that waiting to shoot this balloon down was the safest thing for people on the ground and enabled them to gather valuable intelligence. Overnight, though, the Chinese accused the U.S. of an indiscriminate use of force, even as some of the president's critics argue he wasn't forceful enough. The Chinese balloon may be down now, but the political fight over it rages on.
I think this entire episode telegraphed weakness to Xi and the Chinese government.
In Washington Sunday, Republicans argued that the balloon, the size of 3 school buses, should have been taken out over the Pacific before it even entered U.S. airspace in Alaska.
The president was paralyzed for an entire week by a balloon.
The balloon's 7-day cross-country journey took it over Idaho, Montana, Missouri, and eventually to the South Carolina coast.
They shot it!
Where an F-22 fired a single air-to-air missile and sent the equipment hurtling into the Atlantic Ocean.
I told them to shoot it down.
On Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
But the recommendation
They said to me, let's wait till the safest place to do it.
Senior administration officials argued that closely observing the balloon in flight before shooting it down allowed them to better understand the Chinese program and further confirmed its mission was surveillance.
We sent a clear message to China that this is not acceptable. We protected civilians. We gained more intelligence while protecting our own sensitive information.
White House officials say similar Chinese spy balloons entered U.S. airspace at least 3 times during the Trump years, though this information, they say, was discovered after the prior administration left. On Friday, yet another Chinese balloon was spotted over Latin America. All this comes just as the U.S. was trying to dial down tensions with China. The Chinese are now claiming the U.S. overreacted, even as Secretary of State Antony Blinken called off a diplomatic trip to China at the last minute.
It's not a coincidence that this happens leading up to the State of the Union address, leading up to Blinken's visit to China.
President Biden's State of the Union address is taking place tomorrow night, and the administration is considering taking further action against China over all of this. The full Senate is expected to get a classified briefing this week about China's spying capabilities, because clearly, Gayle, there's a lot more to be learned.
Yeah, a lot of questions here. Nancy, thank you so much.